it's Betsy, and today we have a fun video. We're gonna go over my 10 favorite eyeshadow palettes for summer. Now, I own a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and summer is probably my favorite time of year. And where I live at in Southeast Texas, I mean, it's kind of summer all year long. But there are certain style of palettes that I do like for summertime. So that typically involves bright colors or more bronzy tones. It's just what I like. But there is a mixture of high-end, mid-range, indie. So we're gonna go over my 10 favorites. Now, these may not be your 10 favorites, but I am interested in hearing down below in the comments what your 10 favorites are. So first up, this is the ABH Novena. I think this is the volume 2. This is the 9 pan. And I chose this one because I love warm tones for summer. I love good oranges and yellows. And I love that this has a mixture of the orange and purple and yellow tones, but it's also got these teals. And a 9 pan is probably my preferred size for an eyeshadow palette. But I mean, this color story is just beautiful. And the shimmers in here are just so good. Like, the Novena palettes are really actually excellent quality. So you can see that's got some beautiful color payoff. And I just love the tones. Now, next up, this is under the drugstore category, and I found these because Makeup by Make Me Up Missa talked about these, and these are the Lottie London. This is the Ibiza palette. So I think there were 2 in this set, and they're more of like the neon colors. And I love a good neon for summer. I love bright colors any time of the year, but summer. But the shimmers in here are really nice, and the mattes are nice and pigmented too. So you can see that these actually do show up neon. The shimmer, that one didn't, like, I didn't do the best swatch there, but like there's this rose gold one in the center. Let me do another swatch. See, isn't that pretty? You can see that it's got like that shimmering tone to it. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but the mattes in here perform beautifully, and I like the shimmers. So this is a good alternative, and I think this is like $9. So it's inexpensive because I think that the Novena is like 27. Next up is one that I love, and I haven't used in a while, and I want to play with that. And this is the Sugarpill Fun Size Palette. So as you can see, it's got this little 8-bit of the owner's cat, and this is what the color story looks like. And I love the size of the shadows that are in here. And it's kind of a rainbow palette, kind of a pastel palette, but not really. So they're all matte shades, so that's 3 of them. You can see that they have good pigmentation. Like, let me add a little bit more to this because, you know, I'm swatching on a darker part on my body. So sometimes they do take, but they can be built up too. So like this is 3 of the shadows from it, but see how pretty those are? And these perform beautifully. They're nice, they're soft, they're pigmented, and they're easy to build. And I just love this color story. It's just so fun. And this is the type of palette that I would mix together with my 4th palette, which is, this is the Alien Cosmetics All I Ever Wanted palette. And this is kind of a cheat, but I think these go together perfectly. This is the Alien Cosmetics times Capricorn. So this is an all matte, this is an all shimmer. But as you can see, they go together beautifully. So I actually used on my eyes today, I used Sphinx and Mars. So I have both of those on, but these shimmers are just absolutely stunning. They're nice and bright and soft. So those are 2 of the shimmers. See how beautiful those are? And then the mattes, especially like this shade, Nerf this. I love this color. And I love Miku. See how beautiful those are? But yeah, I mean, I love this. So to me, these palettes kind of go together because I never do like an all matte look. But you can see how beautifully those performed. Okay, so that's number 4. So what number 5 would be, this is the Ace Beauty Nostalgia palette. I used this not that long ago. Look at this color story. Tell me this does not scream summer in your mind. Like, I love these hot pinks, but like the shade Heat, look at this color. Isn't that beautiful? And the shade Picnic. I mean, just look. They go so well together. You can even like toss in the shade Fun and Water Slide. Look at those. Just performs beautifully. So I love this palette. I own 2 other Ace Beauty palettes. And I really love this color story because it's bright, it's bold, and it definitely screams summer. I'm trying to make sure I keep it all in frame because this is different for me. Next up is one that might surprise you, and that is the Natasha Denona Bronze Palette. So this is one of the midi palettes. So this is in the $65 range, and I love tones like this for summer. If I'm going to go out to dinner, I will grab something like this because it's easy. But we've got like those metallic, look at that, true bronze. Isn't that beautiful? This is the metallics that I like from Natasha. The shade Silk. Look at those, aren't those pretty? But the mattes that are in here, so this is Magma and Suntan. So as you can see, they're just perfect for a warm tone summer look. You see what I'm saying? Like, that makes a beautiful bronzy look if you've got a summer wedding, a beach wedding. This is an amazing palette. This is one of my favorites from Natasha for that midi range, which y'all are probably like, really? But yeah, because I do love a good bronzy moment. So next up is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk. So look at this color scheme. Doesn't this just scream warmth and summer? Like, I love the purples. Everything about this is beautiful, beautiful. So like the shade Retrograde, look at that. It's kind of hard to see. We're gonna swatch it though. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Blood Moon. So you can see, you can get these bronzy looks, but you can also, the purples are great quality. So this is Amethyst, and last but not least, we'll also swipe Twilight. So we've got Amethyst and Twilight. So you see what I'm saying? You can create this warm purple eye look, which, I don't know, this just screams summer to me. I don't know. I love oranges and I love purples for summer. I don't know how y'all are about it, but I do. I love warmth. So at this time of year, anything like hot pinks, oranges, corals, warm tone purples, they're some of my absolute favorites to work with. But I mean, I also love beachy colors, like a good turquoise, a teal. I mean, so that, hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of what I'm loving. I had to grab a makeup wipe. So next up, this is the Kaleidos Electric Turquoise palette. So I think this one is number 5. This is what she looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? Again, where Kaleidos definitely excels. Look at this. Their shimmers are stunning, but look at their mattes. Tell me that just doesn't scream summer to you, because that screams summer to me. And all the shimmers that are in here, look at that, are just stunning. But that just is a summer toned, summer colored palette. I love it. I love it. And I try to make sure I chose things that are available still. So I hope these all are, because I didn't want to give you a bunch of things that you can't get a hold of, because then what's the fun of it? Next up, this is the Made by Mitchell Head in the Clouds palette. The packaging drives me nuts because I am not the biggest fan of whenever palettes have like a really busy background like this, but the shadows in here are really nice. Like this shade right here is called Twinkle. I think that's how you say it, Twinkle. Golden Hour. Look at these shimmers. Aren't those gorgeous? Better Days. I mean, you can see how easily those shimmers just swatched, if I can talk. But the mattes in here are really good too. Like this is the shade Cockpit. If you're looking for good yellows, it has some really good yellow tones too. But tell me that just doesn't scream summer to you. I know I keep saying that, but I love this color story. I have all three of the Made by Mitchell palettes so far, and I'll tell you, they're pretty good quality, so I am happy that I own them. But yeah, this one is definitely the one that screams summer to me. And then last, but certainly not least, I use the mattes from this one today. And this is the Be Perfect Carnival 3 I Love Tahiti. This is a palette in collaboration with Stacey Marie. This was the first Be Perfect palette I got, and I ended up buying the original Carnival palette, or was it the Carnival XL, because of this. Now tell me this doesn't scream summer vacation. With these very warm, hot pinks and purples, the greens and the yellows, like everything about this makes me so happy. The mattes are phenomenal. So I'm using, like, this is the shade Coral and Yellow. Look at these two colors. Like, these two mattes are just stunning. But the shimmers are amazing too. Like here, this is the shade Rum. Isn't that pretty? Amethyst, look at this purple. Isn't that gorgeous? It's almost like that neon-y ultraviolet color. And Pink Lily, look at this. The mattes are phenomenal, the shimmers are great. It's not super expensive. They do sales on quite a regular basis. So I really love these. So hopefully my 10 palettes give you some inspiration. These are the things that I love, but as I said, I'm interested in hearing down below what you love about summer as far as eyeshadow palettes go. But yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And Saturdays at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, we do a live. But I guess that's it. We'll see y'all later. Bye.